Hi, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card using the Love You Always suite, some of the products from that suite. It's really beautiful. It says, "You are always in my heart, and the best kind of friend is a kind like you." So I thought that was pretty. This one that I'll make today is going to be a little bit more like Be My Valentine kind of thing. But anyway, the big thing I want to show you is every month, I'm part of a group that makes a card based on a suite, and we put together, there's 12 of us, so we put together a bundle, a PDF bundle, and we focus on the one suite, and everybody makes a project. There's kind of these pictures of each of us. There's the color and the item, and we have our websites, and then we go into our cards. So each month, if you purchase from me, you can get this PDF for free. So there's some really cute projects in here, and I'm going to show you the project I made. So that's this one, Always in My Heart. So we'll have a picture, we'll have the measurements, and we'll have the instructions. So every month, 12 projects, and all you have to do is purchase from me on my online store, pspapercrafts.com, and you can get this for free. So this month we're focusing on, for February, the mini catalog, the Always in My Heart, or I'm sorry, Love You, what is it? I have the wrong page here. Love You Always suite. So this is the suite, and when we do this, we go from one suite to the next. So inside our PDF, we're allowed to pick any of the products. You'll see some of the kangaroo products that go all the way to the next suite. So it may not be in this particular suite, but it's somewhere in between these pages. I hope that makes sense. So I am using this beautiful paper, and this is called the Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. And it really is pretty. It comes in the 3 colors. So there's the Blushing Bride, Sahara Sand, and then Rococo Rose, and they really have a nice shine to them. So I decided to use the Blushing Bride piece, and that's my background. And then I'm cutting, so this is a bundle, the Always in My Heart and the Floral Heart dies. There's another bundle with other dies and other stamps. That's part of the suite. But I love this die. So we're going to use this today and cut this out of white, and we'll emboss the sentiments. So let's get started. I have my pieces. So again, I'm using this beautiful designer series paper, and this is a one-sided because it has this, I don't even know what color this is, if it's a kind of a gold, a rose gold, but it's very pretty. It's kind of a thinner paper, but it's great for making a layer here. And then I have my white inside, so let me put that aside. And then I want to cut out this beautiful heart with all the floral around it. So I just have a piece of Whisper White, and now it's Basic White. So the company that made our Whisper White unfortunately went out of business due to COVID. So we have a new product, Basic White, which I have not tried yet, but I've heard some good reviews on it. So we're going to put this in, have this face down. Let me get my top plate. And we'll just kind of put the plate on and push it through. We don't have to worry about it lining up exact because we're not going over a stamped item. So, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to come back because there is, you know, some intricate cuts in here. So if it's just a single, I won't do that. Let me get this out of the way. And there it is. So we'll just push some of these out and we can move along. If it was a lot, I would get my brush. I'm going to get my tool here. So I just got back from New York. I was in New York for 2 months, and now I'm back home in my craft room, and I'm still unpacking. So I was babysitting my grandkids, or helping babysit, because school's closed, and I was there for the holidays and stuff. So I'm back down in Florida, and it's cold here. Not as cold as New York, but it's been down the 40s overnight, and when you wake up, it's chilly. I was expecting to come back to really warm weather, and that didn't happen, but that's okay. I'm back home and I just have to finish unpacking. So we'll put that aside and you'll end up with this heart that you can save for another project. And that's the heart I want to get for the inside as well. So I'm going to cut that again. Okay, I just stepped away and cleared off all the stuff that was stuck here. So now I want to cut another piece using the same die, but the Rococo Rose. And I'm not going to be concerned about getting the whole thing. Now, if you wanted to use this again, use this outside heart for another project, then, you know, center it and get it all nice. I'm just interested in this heart, so I'm really not going to worry about all the other pieces. Okay, and I'm just going to go back again. So again, I just wanted that inside heart. I think because I had it so close to the edge, it was not going through right. So here's my heart, and I'll just take this off and put this aside, and we're done with this machine. Put it on the floor. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is stamp the heart. Isn't that pretty, just like that? But I want this to go inside with the sentiment. So I'm going to stamp this with my Versamark ink, and I'm using this sentiment. Here's another, no, you are always in my heart. And I have that already mounted. So I'm going to get it nice and inked up. And let me, before I do that, where's my embossing buddy? So we'll just open this up and just wipe it, and this will keep the embossing powder from straying where it's not inked up. So I want to get that nice and inky. And I'm putting it up a little bit higher so that I can put my bow on it. And I'm just going to press this down. Okay, so you can see it. And this is where I've mentioned it's nice. You could do like a watermark look with this if you wanted to. I mean, you could just leave it like that. I'm going to emboss it, but it's nice sometimes to just stamp around with the Versamark and get just a pattern on your paper. So now we want to get our embossing powder. So this is white embossing powder, and I just keep it in a little container here. Makes it easy for me instead of pouring it back and forth into a jar. A lot of people do that, which is fine. For me, this is easier. I'm just going to put a few coats on it and just flick it to try to make sure there's no excess. Let's put the top on that and put that aside. And now I want to get my heat tool. So this is going to be a little bit noisy, but hopefully you'll be able to see it change. I love this when it happens. And you can see it melt the powder and it becomes shiny, and it's just really pretty. So you see it changing? It's such a cool thing. So you want to make sure that it's shiny everywhere. If it's not shiny, it means that it hasn't melted in. So this looks good. I think I just want to get down there a little bit. Okay, so sorry again about the noise. So I think that's really pretty, and we just need to put our card together. So I see I have one more little doodad there, and one hanging. I guess it's gone. Okay, so I'm going to put this down with liquid glue, and I'm just really going to try to hit these outer edges and the bigger pieces. So where there's kind of room to put the glue. You don't have to get every little tiny bit, but you do want it to stay down and lay flat. So you want to be kind of strategic about where you put your glue. And I'm just really lightly touching it. Okay. So I hope everybody's getting into the new year. It's kind of a little bit disappointing. We're in a new year and not much has changed, but I think it will get better. I'm hoping that this vaccine really helps out and we can kind of go about our business. I used to have classes at my house and I haven't had them in almost a year. So I miss the ladies that come to my house, the sweet ladies. So let's put this down. But I do have some online followers, so that's been encouraging. And I love my team that I'm on with Stampin' Up, the other demonstrators. It's just very encouraging and uplifting to be part of a group that, you know, we share the same thing. They're kind of like my people. And that's just been really good for me. And I know some of the other ladies have said the same thing. You know, we have team meetings and we share our projects online and share our heart online sometimes. So it is a very, very nice thing. So if you ever wanted to join Stampin' Up, there's a really good time right now to do it. They have a special where you get 5 packs of 6x6 paper on top of the already good deal. So for for $99, you get $125 worth of product, plus this 5 packs of paper, plus free shipping, and then after that you get a 20% discount. And you don't have to do it as a business. A lot of people don't do it as a business. Most, I would say, a very, very high percent do this just to get the discount, the 20%, and then eventually you can get 25% off. So it is a nice thing. I think the best part of it is the people. I always say they're my people, so I finally am in my like-minded people here who love to craft. So isn't that pretty? I really love it. And then I just tied a bow. I was going to use the ribbon, so let me show you this card that I made on yesterday's blog. So this is with the black and white paper that's in this, and I love black and white paper, and a piece of vellum, and then I punch these out with the heart punch, and there's a die that cuts this out, and this is the inside. So this ribbon I thought was a little bulky for here. It's really beautiful ribbon, but I'm going to use the white crinkled, I think it's seam binding, crinkled seam binding ribbon. So we'll just make a bow out of this. I just thought it was a little bit light and I wanted to have a little more white color in it. And we'll just make a bow. This is very easy to tie. It's very, very soft. So I like it. So let me get my ribbon scissors. At least I know where they are. I'm still trying to figure out where I put some of the stuff. When I packed, it was, I mean, I packed a ton of paper, all my stamps, all my inks and blends and all that good stuff. And my car was loaded, especially my punches. My punches were so heavy. My son was like, "What are you taking with you?" Because, you know, he doesn't understand what I'm doing here. You guys understand, though. You got to have all your stuff. If you want to have the right ribbon or the right punch, you got to have it with you. And being up there for 2 months was quite a long time. So I wanted to continue on. So I think that's really pretty. So on the inside, I did this, the best kind of friend is a friend like you, or the kind like you. And I thought that was good for a friend. This one I'm going to do with Be My Valentine. And let me see. I'm going to use Rococo Rose for the Be My Valentine. Then I think I'll use Blushing Bride and do some hearts. So we'll see how that looks. So just line this up and then move it. Be My Valentine. And these flowers are really pretty as well. So you can stamp them and then do a lighter color in the back. So let's get the Blushing Bride. And I think I want to make these a lighter color. So I have a little tiny scrap here because the Blushing Bride is a little darker than I thought. I haven't used it much. See, I think that's a little dark. That's a little light, but let's see. I'm going to stamp it off. And oh, that's too light. Let me try the Rococo Rose. I'm just not liking that color for some reason. So let's try the light Rococo Rose. And I'll just flip this over and do it. That's kind of light too. I think I'll just do the dark Rococo Rose. So let's flip it over. Bear with me while I figure out what I'm doing. So we'll stamp this. And I like that it's kind of curvy. It's kind of cute. And I'm just going to stamp it down and stamp it again. And same up here. I probably should have moved that up there, but I'm going with it. So let's put this in and then we're done with our card. So again, if you order from me, if you go to my blog, pspapercrafts.com, you can order. You can do the shop button there and you will be ordering from me. And once I receive an email that you've ordered, and it's any size order, you can, I'll send you a thank you with the PDF. And I also have a loyalties rewards program. So if you spend $50 without, before shipping and tax, you earn a point, a loyalty point. And then after 10 points, you get to pick any stamp that's in a current catalog. And I will order it and mail it to you for free. So that's a lot of information today. These are the cards from today. This is my card on yesterday's blog. Just check it out and see if you like it. You take care. Bye.